Hello, visionaries. Welcome back. I am Leonidas. This is Nuclearis, patch 203. We're still on 203. No new major updates yet, but they are coming. Welcome back. Here we are to the Summer Nuclearis series, where I'm just starting. If you saw my first few episodes, what are we on? Episode 4, I believe? The first few episodes, we started with an empty plant, purchased everything we need, filled everything up, got her up and running, and met initial demand. And here in episode 4, all I'm going to do is just play the game. We're just going to go through and meet demand up and down, run it hot, straight, and normal. And I may prepare for some future episodes, purchasing a second loop maybe, filling the rest of our chemicals that we need and all that. So yeah, about to jump in. One thing I want to say is a quick disclaimer. Note that these are my techniques. There's more than one way to play the game. Find what works for you. Take these concepts and run with them. Careful using the same numbers. You can. Just know that what you get might be a little different than what you see, because everybody's plant and their play style, their game is a little bit different. Lots of different variables. So just know that the things that I do, I'd rather you understand the concepts than try and follow along exactly, because it may not work out the same way. But by all means, try it. Second, for those of you who leave comments on YouTube, love it. Thank you for the interaction. Just know that I don't see them. YouTube, never. I shouldn't say never. I get notified of maybe 1 out of every 50 comments that are made. I have to go in manually every day. I usually go in, I don't know, about 3 times every 2 days to look for comments. I have to go in and manually look for them. I have to go back and scroll through the ones to see any replies. I don't get notified about any of those. So if you're looking to interact with me directly and have questions, the best place is my Discord, because there I get pinged right away. And I can respond to you much sooner that way. So if you're getting responses 6, 12, 24 hours later, it's just because I haven't gone in and looked for your comment or I missed it. So anyway, now with all that out of the way, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's see. Here we are. Save number 8. I actually had to delete a save to get that on the screen, because that's one downside about the game. It only has so many saves listed. Wow. Apparently stop.
Operator, the situation analysis of the plan has been suspended.
Oh, okay.
Operator, I'm going to start with the
Okay.
analysis of the situation of the plant.
AO doing AO things. Oh, is he starting over? Yeah, he's starting over. That's okay. So, okay. Let's take a look. Executing the requested command. Oh boy, we're going to yell that.
Run with return valve open.
Should I just talk over him? Or should I wait? Okay, so we're going to take a look at the plant. Ooh. I mean, colors don't really mean anything. You'll hear me say don't chase the colors.
Vacuum pump must not run with empty tank. Check tank level or risk try.
Come on, AO. You're killing me, my friend. He's got one more. He's always got one more.
Operator,
there it is.
Be careful with the condenser. If the pressure is too high or the temperature gets too hot, condensation stops, and that's not good for the system.
Could you please stop yelling at me?
It's not good for the system. Okay, he's done now. So, looking at the plant, you'll always hear me say don't chase the colors. The colors in this are arbitrary. He just divides them up and evenly and adds colors. It doesn't always mean that this is bad. So, we have a... Why are you in here? Aren't you supposed to be doing a thing? Go, my friend.
I'm going to start with the analysis of the situation of the plant.
Bye, AO. Love you, buddy. Please don't kill me. So... What was that? Is it... Oh, yeah. Did you hear the... It might be a little quiet for you guys, but... Thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Okay. Here we go. And if I sound all nasally, well... Sorry. Allergies. Desert. Rain. Not good. Anyway, status of the plant. 1 fuel block. Pressurizer doing its thing. We got up to normal. That's where I like it. Yeah, it can run fine lower, at a lower level. It'll do its thing for now. I'm afraid you'll hear GA is one who says, like, oh, it doesn't matter as long as it's not 0, which is true. But if that if a patch were to come out tomorrow and change that, and everybody's used to not watching this, it could cause major problems. In previous updates, previous patches, anything less than 60 gave you issues, steam inside the reactor core. We have one generator, probably need to buy a second. Was trying to get a little extra money, so we'll wait on that. But it is filled up with fuel cans. We have this as a backup standby, running at 310, which is a little hotter than what I wanted. If you, from my other episodes you saw, maintaining temperature, I was struggling a little bit with all that going on. Rods are at 79. Oh, also, we are on day 1. So we're just, whoops, there we go. We are just in, we've only just started. So we're just meeting demand. We've got all of our, everything filled for the most part. This guy doesn't really matter. This one we're not too worried about. Hey, look, more money. We are running chemicals. Ooh, we are going to get yellow boxed. We are yellow boxed. So let's bring our, okay. All right. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Take a pause. So let's bring this down 1. We'll bring this down 5. Okay, and we want to keep that fill level about where it is. That's a little higher than I wanted, but I did that artificially because I wanted the higher pressure in here. Normally I like to run between, say, 12,000 and 15,000 liters, but the higher the volume here, the higher the pressure there. We're going to see this skyrocket for a second, which is actually going to make our numbers go, oh, it's all the way down to 25? Oh boy, yeah, we're going to need to go way farther down. Let's go 5 and 30. It's going to give us a short little increase. What it does is you're going to see this middle number, which is the amount of steam being produced. Oh, it already went up. It's coming back down. Normally it shoots up and then comes down whenever you move this down. The reason for that is because we have less cold water. Oh, there, it's going back up again. Less cold water coming in, which means it's hotter for a minute, so it'll need to equalize. Oh, never mind. That was in a different video. Disregard. So we should be much closer. This will still come down as that middle number comes back to equilibrium. Yeah. So this should still keep coming down. We're out of the yellow box. We're doing great. Excellent. Let's see. Yeah, running without resistor banks. We only have 1 right now. We're using our vacuum pump because we don't have enough steam to get off of it. That's one of the goals that I have, is to get a second loop, and really a third, and get off of the vacuum pump, because it is being worn. It's wearing down. Chemicals, I think I overshot on this one. Yeah, a little bit. I think I got up to 28. 27 was what I was aiming for, I believe, originally. Yeah. There you go. There's the status of the plant. So we're just going to go triple speed. We're just going to meet demand. We're going to anticipate things. Let's take a look. So let's do some planning real quick. Looking at our service compliance, we're going to drop another, I don't even know what that is. We're going to say 20? Right? This is a drop of 5. This might actually be 6, so we'll say between 20 and 19. Generally, see, I'm still even a little high there, so I'm gonna finesse that with my heat. I'm gonna bring this down to say 25. Previously, prior to the update that included the condenser and everything, also these get stuck. So if you just change the scale, it'll fix the colors. That's how to. It's like tapping it, right? You tap the gauge, and then it moves. Name that movie reference in the comments. Unless you want me to see it, then do it on my Discord. In prior patches, prior to the update, you could, every time you dropped, at least the way I ran it, every time you went down by 1% on your MSCV, you would close off some steam, and you would drop. One change in the MSCV up or down would be 4 megawatts up or down. It's changed a little bit now because of other calculations and things that have been made. So in order to finesse it, you can use this. You can use the heat a little bit more, which is what I'm doing now, which is going to lower our pressure here. Actually, our pressure has gone up for some reason. It was 48, I think, when I first looked at it. It'll start coming down because our temperature is going to go down because we have less heat coming in. We're cooling off, so let's pull some rods. And actually the better way to look at what's our, way low. Okay, so I like that to be about 2.7. So I'm actually going to take this down to maybe 77. Get that reactivity up. Yeah, notice that was a 2% change, but my temperature's not going up. It will if this keeps going above 2.8. No, that's about right. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to slow the descent. I don't mind it being at between 300 and 310, and that's because of the higher demands we currently have. We could still pull back the primary heat a little bit more, which we're going to do. Let's take it all the way back to 20, and we're... Oh, no, I guess we were pretty close. Rounding errors. I said this in the other one, but this number rounds up. This one does not. So I actually probably didn't need to do that. I'll be under a little bit, but that's okay. We were over to begin with. We're already over on our service compliance. And yeah, everything else is looking really good and boring and steady. So we've got some money coming in. Let's start looking at another... do I have any? No, he has not finished one yet. Still working on it. Okay, so let's do some purchasing. Let's get... go to the marketplace, and let's start setting up another loop. So I need 2 circulation pumps. The first one I need is the primary pump. We'll do just the B loop because that makes sense. And then we're going to do one for the secondary pump, which goes in the condenser room, in the B loop also. I don't need the third one, right, which would be the tertiary loop, or the D1 pump, because we already have one, and one serves the whole plant, so I don't need that. You'll notice I'm down to 45K. Woo, that's pretty low. If I need any repairs, that could cause an issue, but I'm not really in a position to start shutting down. I'm just trying to get this in before 12 to get this going today. So I also need a steam generator, and we don't have enough money, and I don't think we will by the time... Yeah, we won't obviously, because we need to get it in by 12. So we're going to take a loan. We're going to go here, apply for a new... Make sure that's clicked. Yep, apply for a new loan. I don't need a lot. Let's do... So maybe I want to get another set of resistor banks so I can swap those out, and another Do I have how many transformers do I have? 2. Okay, so I already have a transformer, so let's just do the resistor banks. We'll get a loan. Resistor banks. Oh, and I want another generator just in case. So let's add all that up real quick. We want resistor bank, which is 85K. And then I need 4 new... How many... Where are they at? Resistors. It says I have 4 replacement. Yeah, all I have are the 4 that are installed. So I need 4 more at 40K each. That's what, 160? So, man, those are expensive, aren't they? Look at these guys. Whoo, those Class Cs. Side note, putting a Class A resistor inside a Class C resistor bank, or vice versa, you're limited by whatever the lowest denominator is. So if the capacity of this is 34,000, even though the resistor bank has a higher capacity, it'll be limited by the whatever's lower. Putting A resistors, Class A resistors inside a Class C resistor bank will do nothing for you. Putting Class C resistors inside a Class A resistor bank will do nothing for you. You still cap out at whatever the lowest is. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, so what did I say? 160 plus, what was the other one? 85K, so what are we up to? 225. And steam generator is, what is, it was 50 something, right? So call it an even 300. Just have a little bit left over.
Maintenance report is complete.
Is there anything else I want to get before we run out of time? I think everything else we're okay. I only have 1 rod controller. I should probably get another one of those. Yeah, it's good to have on hand in case it breaks. Fuel, are we maxed out? Oh, I've already got some coming. Okay. So let's go back and let's finish the purchasing. Okay, so we'll get us. Oh no, I need the money first. Apply for new loan. Let's go. Hundo. I don't know. Let's take maybe 3 weeks to pay it off. I don't think it's gonna take that much, but oh, look at that interest. Oh my goodness. Oh, like a credit card. Okay. So now what we do is we go to purchase all the things. Buy this guy, put it in loop 2. Why it calls it loop 2 there? See how it has the numbers here, but then when you go to look at the pumps, it uses letters? I don't know, man. The naming scheme of nuclears is kind of goofy. Get another generator set. Oh, apparently I didn't factor that one in. Okay, so I guess we're not doing that right now. Resistor bank. That was the one I looked at. Let's get a second one of these. Put you there. Except we'll go back and get the 4 resistors for those. 2, 3, 4. We'll buy that. Oh my goodness, I am like right under the clock here. And I don't have enough time. Nope, I sure don't. Nope, I don't have time. Okay, well, got it in just in time. So, look at the logistics, right? We have, oh, excellent. Hopefully the weather's gone by later, but I don't think it will. So it won't even come in the near future. So that is neat. Okay, so my demand should have dropped. Okay, well, it went down to 20, so let's pull this back because we're going to get yellow boxed in a big... Well, no, I don't do that. Bypass. Bypass, bypass. We'll talk about why here in a second. Let's go all the way up to 20, maybe just 20. So the reason why we can't drop down here is because then our steam would go below 50. If our steam goes below 50, we cannot maintain... Oh, that's going up. Whoops, wrong one. Let's pull this back to 80 for now. We would lose our resistor tank. I'm sorry, our retention tank. Resistor bank and retention tank rhyme. Still? Come on now. Okay. I mean... Yeah, there we go. Huh. Okay, that's surprising. I didn't... What? Still making 26 megawatts. Hold on. That is a lot. I might just have to ride the... Huh. Okay, now it's starting to come down. Let's also pull this way back. Okay. If this goes below 50, I can't maintain the retention tank fill level. It'll fall, even with this at 100. Within reason. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now we're coming down. That should be within 10%. So we should be looking a little bit better. Let's wait for the update. Okay, it's still coming down good. Now, is that where we're going to settle? So this has not, like, an out updated. Still a little high. Oh, there it goes. Now it updated. Okay, so we're within the 10%. That's awesome. And I am okay with that. Okay, what's our retention tank level doing? Now it's coming down. Okay, so that, it was weird that this was I guess it just hadn't finished moving, or the steam hadn't finished doing its thing. But you'll notice now this is dropping, and it's because I'm bypassing. I'm going to talk about the concept of this for a second. And while I raise this up, what's happening when our bypass is closed, all of our steam is going through the turbine. All the steam from the steam generator is going through the turbine and then back to the condenser. And our OMSI, the operational motive steam system, pulls steam directly from the turbine and kind of shunts it. It reroutes it to our vacuum system. And then it comes in through... well, technically through the ejector into the retention tank, so that to refill the steam that's going out. That 30 is the magic number. Well, as soon as you open bypass, you have a percentage of the steam no longer going to the turbine. So it's being, well, pulled off through the bypass system. So that steam, you still have to capture some of it through the SMSI in order to maintain the fill level. And we are going up, so let's pull this back. And I'm surprised. That must be a calculation change, because normally this has to be up in the 60s, 70s, 80 range to keep it where we want it. But right now, I'm pretty surprised at how low we have this. Whoops, did not mean to press that. Okay, so we are falling below a little bit. That's all right. Let's check our temperature. Oh, there's our xenon spike. Okay, so we started about 7 hours ago. And people will see this and freak out. Don't freak out. Give it time. Okay, I promise it will not stay here. And notice that it's not really affecting my... oh, that is a little cold. But it's unrelated. This is probably slowly falling. Yeah, we're going to go to 304 in a minute. But I don't want to change it just yet because I want to prove this is going to come back down and we'll be okay. We will get through it. I could back off the bypass a little bit, but we're already meeting demand, so I'm just going to leave it for now. We're going to focus back on our retention tank. Sure, falling a little bit, and that's fine. It is falling kind of fast. So this is where we play with it, right? To try and get this to stay at about 50. That's a good buffer to have. Did AO ever finish? Yeah, he did. All right, so let's take a look real quick. The core is at 2%. Oof, that wears out fast. We have, okay, notice that the absorption rate of the rods are at 76%. People are going to go, holy cow, I already used 24% of my rods. No, it's because they're at 77. Or whatever they were at when AO scanned it. So really, it's used, what, about 5%?
I just don't get why I'm not good at math.
If this is where at 100 when you did the scan, then you'd get an accurate reading. So don't freak out about that. Internal engine's active. Okay, not damaged. 1% wear on our primary pump. 1.6 on the secondary. 1.26 on the tertiary. Freight pumps. High wear on some of these. We did damage the external core, which we anticipated. We should be able to fix that now. Evaporators, which is our condenser. Or no, our steam generator, sorry. Condenser's fine. No contamination. That's good. Our turbines. This is the loop we've been running, so that makes sense. No damage. The electric turbine, these should normally match. And because they're, well, directly connected. Genset we haven't run yet. Emergency batteries, we're still doing good. Pressurizer heater. Man, that used to wear out. That used to be the number one thing that wore out. That and the resistor banks. It used to wear out really fast. Now it's not so bad. Power transformers at 2%. That used to wear out a little faster also. Everything else looks pretty good. Boron dosing pumps. Yeah, everything. So did I not? Fuel block, we've still got plenty of life left in it. Wow, I thought I would have damaged that pump unless I missed it. Oh, we did. Yep, it's right there. So we'll have AO go fix these right quick. Oh, that's gonna be that's a hefty one. All right, AO, go do your thing. And let's get back to it. So we are coming out of our spike as predicted, right? People see that and they freak out. You gotta have patience in this game. Oh my goodness, have patience. People see something change and they instantly like, oh, I need to counteract it. That would be like turning the wheel of your car and then instantly going, oh, my car's turning. I gotta turn it back real fast, and whipping the steering wheel back. Well, no, give it time to do its thing. Okay, it's gonna react to what you've done. You need to let it have time and observe it for a minute. Okay, so if you've ever freaked out from seeing that, let it go. Eventually that line, well, it'll track this. So whenever this line kind of, it won't always get to the red, but the shape of it will track along with this one. So now that I've proven that that is coming back down, that our reactor's fine, I'm gonna get my iodine number back up. Let's do another 2. I'm gonna have to pull quite a bit for the first day or two. It'll finally reach an equilibrium where it will level out and I won't have to touch rods for a long time. This is expected to have to pull rods in the first, I don't know, well, game day or two. It's a little higher than I wanted. It's probably going up. Yeah, it's going up. Yeah, I didn't mean to get it that high, but it should level off here shortly. Yeah, it has. So even though this says it's above 5, notice how the temperature's not really, I mean, it's going up, but not overall. It should be coming down slowly. Yeah, so that's fine. We're gonna leave it. And we're still looking good here. Okay, let's see what our next hour demand is so we can anticipate it. Oh, we're going to maintain. So we're going to sit here at this 20 for a while. Good to know. So now it's boring mode. Let's see how we did here. Okay, so it's too far. So we need more of that. Get that number back up. Okay. Now we're going to go triple speed. And we're just going to meet... No. Did we finally... Yeah, it finally got down low enough. I'm okay with that. We'll let that fall off. And we will continue the thing. Hey, look at that. We got a bonus. Oh, there's that money I needed. Too bad it wasn't, 2 hours ago. But we got... Oh. Where's my prestige points? Wait, was it... I thought it said 230,000. Was it 20,000? Where is... I guess it would be in here. Oh, it was only 7,800 points? Huh. You can go back and rewind it, see what it said. Maybe that was just experience points engagement. But yeah, experience points climb really slowly now. So, here you go. I use the analogy often of flying an airplane. I do actually have my pilot's license. But, I just haven't flown in a long time. It's exciting when you take off. It's exciting when you land. Exciting means there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things happening. When you're cruising at 30,000 feet, or what is that, 10,000 meters, whatever the cruising altitude is in meters, then it's boring. You just sit there and do nothing, and ride it out until you have to start descending, getting ready to land. That's what running the plant is like. Starting up is like takeoff. Shutting down is like landing. And in the meantime, the maintaining is kind of boring. There's just nothing to do. But I'm going to follow demand so that you guys can see how it works. I'll plan this video. We'll go for maybe another 15 minutes or so. And in the next episode, what I'm planning is to try and get the second loop up and ready to go. We'll get it installed. We'll get it primed. And then what I'm thinking is starting it up. And then by then, I'll probably need to shut down for maintenance. But just showing how to start it up, so you can see starting up a second loop. Then we'll shut both of them down, do a total plant shutdown. We will repair everything and restart with 2 loops. Outstanding. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate ya. Okay. So, AO, his scanning the system doesn't really do anything anymore. You can have him go through the plant and analyze components. It doesn't actually add anything to the report anymore, which is unfortunate. So, I'm just going to send him back to charge. Turn him off. Just because it doesn't do us anything. So what I'm probably going to do... Okay, so this is dropping. Oh, I should check my retention tank. Are we overfilled? Yeah. Yeah. Back. What is the magic number between the SMSI and the OMSI? I don't know. I haven't been able to figure one out. If someone's smart and can do the calculations, I think a lot of it depends on pressure, steam outlet, what you got for OMSI, how many there's I think a lot of different parts to it that I don't know about. So fortunately I don't know that. If someone is smart and wants to comment, let me know. Sweet. So we're a little under. We're a lot under. Let's pull our bypass back a little bit. Maybe by 5. See if we can get that back up a little bit. I want to get a little closer to that 20. And okay, that should be a little better. 94. Okay, that is good. That's also going to change this number now. Are you frozen too? Nope, you're going up a little bit. So let's bring it down just, I don't know, a few ticks. Get that. I just like it to keep it at 50. It's a good, what's the word? Buffer. This is, so we are filling the condenser currently because the number on the right is higher than the number on the left, which means this should be going up, which it is, as expected. These numbers will, for the most part, match. It was it was actually draining a little bit because the number on the right, I think, was higher than the number on the left. And that had to do with bypass. But now it should even out. The number in the middle will ping pong up and down, up and down, up and down. Or not. Is it stuck? Now that's unusual. Normally it oscillates up and down. Oh, there it goes. Up and down meaning like it'll go maybe a few over, and then a few under, then a few over, then a few under. So that's interesting. This is much higher than I normally leave it at. Right now it should be filling. Yeah, because the number on the left is higher than the number on the right. Which is kind of the opposite of this, but... yeah, we're making less steam. Oh, our temperature's falling, that's why. Let's try and keep it around the 305 mark for when I need more heat to meet demand. Actually, let's get it up a little bit higher. Just go all the way to 73. And that should bring us up a few degrees. Nope. Oh, by the way, notice our Xenon is nice and smooth. Okay, so we need to actually bring it by quite a bit. Let's go 71. That should boost us way up. Yeah, so that's going to increase a bit, which is just fine. So I will leave this, and that should increase a little bit as our... Ooh, we're not going to make our time if we don't get our heat up. There it is. Now it's at 90%. Yeah, that's fine. A little lower than I want it, but we will compensate and increase if we need to. There we go. So now the number on the right is higher than the number on the left, which means this is going to go down. And conceptually what that means is this is the amount of steam that's being let out from the steam generator. This is the coolant. Sorry, the water. The rate at which it's being turned from a liquid to a steam. This one is the rate at which water is being returned. So the water coming in being lower than the steam going out, or really the water being turned to steam, is what causes this to fall, which is what it's doing now. If it were reversed, right, more steam coming in than, or water coming in than is being turned to steam, our coolant level will remain the same. Please note that the overall water in the system does not change. People freak out. I've been running in the yellow the whole time and had no issues. I actually don't like it this high. I would prefer it to be lower, but it gives me a higher pressure here, which is good. The 1700 hour, I think, is when our demand goes up, so we'll start doing demand here shortly. But anyway, what was I saying? People who add water to the system because they freak out because, oh, it's in the yellow, oh, it's close to the red. You are squashing your system. And I will demonstrate this. I'm actually going to go single speed. If you look at my condenser fill level, it's 148,530. We'll just call it 148,000, just for simplicity's sake. And then we have our steam generator fill volume at, let's round up and call it 21,000. So we got 21 and 148. If I look at my tablet and I go status and I look at my steam generator, notice the volume level is 42. But wait a minute, we just said it's 21. Right? See how it says loop 3, steam generator. This is temperature, pressure, volume. 260, 44. Right? 260, rounding up, 44. Wait a minute. 20.9. So why does it say 42.6? Because this includes steam. This is the total overall volume of liquid water plus steam. Remember that we started with 50,000 when we started the plant. Give or take. Oh no, I didn't. I started with a little less. I forget what I actually started with. You have to go back and look. If I look at my condenser, it matches. It does not include steam in the system, right? It says 148.6. 148.6. So why they aren't the same across both systems, I don't know. But just know that there is still steam in the system, right? Our overall water level has not dropped. It's just converted from one state of matter to another, from a liquid to a steam. And that's okay. That's what we want. We need steam to get stuff done. Pull that because our number is coming down. I actually want to pull it one more. Get a little toasty in there. It's my technique that I prefer to pull rods before pulling boron out of the system, because this is what helps way more with xenon, well, iodine, which later helps to control xenon. So that's just a personal technique. Some people want to leave rods high. They freak out. Oh no, I'm at 69 rods. I better pull boron. You got 69% of the rods to go through. Now, if I were down to say 10, okay, yeah, we might look at other adjustments. But for now, I'm okay with it. Is it still raining outside? I don't hear it. Oh yeah, it's there. Let me turn up your guys' volume. You guys probably can't hear it all. Yep. Oh, sorry, doors. Okay. We'll go back to triple speed, and we're going to jump up to, looks like back up to about 25. So in order to do that, we will increase our heat, first of all. We're going to dump our bypass, and will that be enough? Probably not. Dumping the bypass might give us a few megawatts, maybe a couple. I'll probably have to increase the heat, and we'll see if that's enough. Otherwise, I'll have to open that up to 6. And we'll see how that leaves us. So 2.7 is where I like to be. And so I kind of overshoot it, let it fall back down, and then I get it back up, and it kind of seesaws. But that's okay. That's what we're aiming for. How are we doing over here? Nope, see, we've let it go too far down, so we'll bring it back. This is just a constant me forgetting about it. Nothing wrong with it being a 48. Again, I just like to buffer. I shouldn't need it. The only time I would need that is if for some reason this goes below 50 and I want to not lose my vacuum. Think of this as the fuel that the vacuum pump runs on. It's not actually fuel, but think of it that way. When it goes empty, you lose your vacuum pump. When you lose your vacuum pump, you lose your vacuum. When you lose your vacuum, you damage your turbines and steam isn't able to move through. Okay, so let's dump our bypass now, because we're going to get the updated demand. Okay, and let's increase heat to, let's say, what, 25? Below 30, as you approach 30, you'll get more cooling, but not to a significant degree. That is a little lower than I want, though. That's why I like using this, because this number does not depend on the pump speed. It's just the pure reaction of what's going on in the fuel. Okay, so how'd we do? We're up to 23. We'll give it a minute to update. 24. Okay, so it's still climbing. Getting close to that 25. That might be enough. We'll definitely need to open this higher. Which means this can be... Oh, that doesn't matter. So this should be frozen now. Which it is. I can get it to increase a little bit by taking this up to 31. It'll slowly, very slowly increase. Get that closer to 50. And so dropping below 2.7 again. That's alright. Oh, so we're overdoing it now. Which is okay. Because that could be a rounding thing. So we'll go triple speed. Look at our next hour. Anticipating another jump back up to that 30 where we'll stay again. I do not use progressive demand because it gets too extreme. In my opinion, it's a little broken at the moment. So this has dropped, right? It was up, what, 20, almost 21,000. The reason it's dropped is because we have more heat. We're creating more steam. We're creating more pressure, and to get more out of the turbine. So that's a little high compared to what I want. So let's back off the heat a little bit. Let's do it at maybe 22. I don't want it that high yet. Okay, so that's down at 260. Let's go another one. I shouldn't say this that it's all the time, but what I find is that 1% rods moves this by 0.1 generally. That is not always the case. It's not a guarantee, but that's kind of what I find. Okay, we're still within the 10% range, so we're not getting yellow boxed. Yellow box is a term that comes from another game. At least that's where I picked it up from. Name that game. If you know where my profile picture's from, you'll know the answer. And getting yellow boxed means fun times. Okay, so the number on the right is going down, or is way less than the number on the left, which means my condenser is falling, which we would kind of anticipate because we are using more steam now. Oh, and because I never adjusted this like an idiot. That is probably why. This should be closer to 50. There we go. So I was overfilling this guy, which means my steam production is going to shoot up, so this is going to shoot up, but it'll come back down. Should. There we go. Life is looking much better now. So that's higher than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. It's okay. Yep, my pressure climbs up again. Should come back down. You gonna come back down? Well, it's about to jump up to 30 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We might actually be able to do this with just heat. 2 megawatts? I can get 2 megawatts out. I don't even need to, I just gotta be within 10%. Let's get that up to 25. Ooh, we cooled off again, so let's go 65 now. So notice how far I'm pulling rods, and it's this temperature staying about the same still. We're not getting these massive increases again because I'm not relying on this gauge. I'm relying on this one. This is why I like it. 2.7 for one fuel, one core, one primary pump seems to work well. That's why I like it. But that's just my technique. People have other ways of doing it. Totally fine. That is their own thing. By the way, did AO ever turn off? Oh, he did. Good deal. And he charged. Sweet. There was an issue with him not making it to the charger, and then he'd make it to the charger but not turn off. He can't charge unless he's off. And so he had to do it manually, but now it appears to be working. So, okay, so we're good there. Some rounding errors. But we are, not errors, but differences. We're good. So this is still cooling off. Again, as expected. We'll go 64 just to stay ahead of it. Get that back up to 2.7-ish. Okay. And yeah, more boring time. So I think I'm gonna call it about here. No, I'll tell you what. We'll do this drop off over the next few game hours, and then I will. Remember I said I was gonna cut away and come back, and then I didn't. So maybe I'll do it for real now. I will. Ugh, overfilled. It's fine because we're gonna lose some when we switch to bypass anyway, so it'll be okay. Yeah, I didn't need to increase that. We were able to do it with just the heating. I think I also started this thought and stopped. Above 30, you get some cooling in the core, and above 50, you get lots of cooling of the core temperature. Below 30, you get almost none. It's very negligible. I mean, you saw me go from 15 to 25 with no real change in the actual core temperature other than this. It's just decaying from... Oh, wait, no, that's not what we want. Go back. Didn't I already have that objective? Oh, no. We're good. It's not dropping down yet. I thought I already... Do I have 2 of those now? Or is it telling me about the same one? I thought it already gave me that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, good deal. What else? That's on automatic. We're off of city power. Yeah, this is the boring part. So now I may actually cut away, or can I just talk my way through the next hour? Yeah, because at 20 it's going to go down. So at the end of this hour we're going to drop. So what I'll probably do is as we approach 20, I'm going to punch in both bypass and... No, I'll just drop down the heat. We'll drop it down to like 15 and see if that's enough to catch it. Because I'll already have my above 90% for the hour, I'm okay turning it down a little bit at the end. Not too worried about it. And that is frozen. Everything else is looking good. Our boron shouldn't have changed unless I have a leak or something somewhere. Oh, 2789. And now we're just waiting. Before, I used to use MSCV way more in my meeting demand, but with the new condenser and vacuum changes, I try to leave this alone as much as I can and get as much done with the heat, the primary pump changing the heat, and the bypass as I can. They are quicker and less cascading effects, less things I need to change. As this changes, then I got to change this to maintain my vacuum pump, and blah 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 blah. Which is why having a second loop will make it easier in that. Well, one, I kind of leave one just a baseline, and then the other I move up and down. But if I can get my steam above 100, then I can shut off the vacuum pump altogether, and I don't necessarily have to worry about it, which I like. Okay, so we're getting close, so I'm going to go single speed. We are well over our 100 there. So I will start pulling this back. We're going to, and I'll show you what this also does. We're going to drop this to 15. Ugh. And this is going to, our number in the middle is going to start plummeting, which means our condenser level is going to go way up, right? Because the number on the left is way higher than the number in the middle. And it's gonna stay that way for a little while. That's interesting. Oh, the reason I think that's going up is because of condensation. It's from the lack of heat now. But this should start going down. It is, we said what, 25? So we'll let it keep dropping. Starting to bounce back now. I believe that's why the number on the left went up, is because of condensation. Some of that steam coming back to water very quickly. So that was pretty close. So just dropping that 10 points dropped us off 4 megawatts. And it should be falling. No, I have to do 30 for another hour? What? What? Okay. I mean, seems weird. Oh, why are you cooling off all of a sudden? Oh, because I have not been keeping track of you. Let's do like 60. That might be a little extreme, but okay, I guess we'll bring this back up. I don't think this is following the plan here, but okay. Huh, that's unexpected, but whatevs. Okay, so this needs to actually come back to like 58. Okay, that's strange. Strange. That one's really high. That's really high. Because that number in the middle now is super high, this is going to be falling by a lot. Oh. Yeah. There it goes. But it'll normalize out. And that's because, again, now I'm surging all that heat back into it because for some reason... Why is everything being so weird? Let's actually get you up a bit more. Let's go 757. We're not even going to... Yeah, we're still not there. Fortunately, I went to single time. Try and get this back up. I want that above 90. We're getting close. This is still not hot enough. I need you to climb more than you are. But I don't want to do it too drastically. Let's try 56. And, man, I was shooting for like a 45-minute video. This is looking more like an hour. Okay, let's be honest. I was shooting for a 30-minute video. But I talk a lot. Things take a while. Okay, that's slowly coming up. This is... Are we at 90? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we got 2 reds. Why? I don't know. Now they're green. Don't chase the colors. Because they're arbitrary and meaningless. Oh, look at that. Absolutely frozen. Ready? Not moving. Not even by a fraction of a liter. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? That, my friends, is balance. I thought I would need bypass, but apparently not yet. Okay, cool. So we're getting closer to that 310, although now I don't need the 310. So, whatever. It's fine. Gives us a little wiggle room. Okay. Now we'll go triple speed. So, that's weird. I wonder if it's going to bust us for going over. I'm not... Am I reading this wrong? Right? That in the 20th hour, from 20 to 21, I need to only produce 25. We're in the 20th hour, but it's showing demand of 30.8. Okay. I don't know, man. Yeah, well, you want the electricity, we'll give it to you, but that was not as expected. This keeps trickling up because the heat was slowly going up. We're now at that 2.7, so it should... and this is just right on the edge. It bounces. Yeah. Boring stuff. Next hour it's going to drop down. We'll see if we can hurry that up. What should we talk about in the meantime? Yeah, I don't know. What's the weather forecast looking like? So tomorrow it should be sunny. So tomorrow we should get our delivery of all of our equipment. That'll be a good time. Come on, next hour. Here we go. What can we talk about? Thermal control I don't think works. Because even if you turn it off, you still can't pull it out when it's hot. Saturation temp. This is fake. Fake news. Not real. Okay, there we go. Now it dropped down. That's weird. Alright, so now we'll do the reverse thing. And we're going to anticipate this by stopping this here. We're going to go there. Which one do I want to do first? Let's do the heat first. I don't normally do this, but I'm trying it as an experiment. Drop that down and then drop this down. Because I don't want to overfill it. So the number on the left is going to drop down as the number in the middle is dropping down. So it will continue to rise, but just not as fast. And that is intentional. I'm also trying to counteract the one in the middle, not just going to 0 as fast. So we have less heat coming in, but also less cold water coming in. That's why it's not plummeting quite as fast. The middle number, I mean. I don't know if we've done enough to like totally catch it. But, oh, we did. Oh, it didn't go all the way to 0. How about that? Hey, look at us go. Go team. Now, I can't forget about that because if I do, it will tank my fill level. So now I'll bring this back up to 25, which is now going to make the middle number plummet again because, again, more cold water without any new heat source. That should bring this down more. So we're still over. Okay. Updating? No, I guess we got triple speed. Speed things along. Yep, so the middle number when it should be coming back up. There it goes. Okay. That is... Oh, I'm surprised that's still frozen. Shouldn't be. How are you doing? Still frozen. Okay, that's a little bit better. And that's just from heat. No bypass yet. That is cooling off. Oh, it's coming back up. Okay. So now we've reached that equilibrium point. So I may actually have to start pulling rods. This happens when you get... And what time did we start the reactor? This should be able to tell me. We started at about 7 o'clock hour. So here we are 14 hours later. So in about 14 hours, which I think is right, then this starts doing... this kind of reaches that equilibrium. I'm hoping this will get to 2.7 and stop, but it might just freeze here. And I think we're done pulling rods for a while. I think it's going to sit at that number for quite some time. So we're doing good. Now we're still over, but we're within the 10% buffer, or the city allows us to be over under by 10. Switch that up. Oh no, it's really red. Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, look at that balance. Should be frozen. Oh. Moving by a liter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. In a system of 21,000 liters, changing by 1 or 2 or 5, that's pretty good. Okay. We're coming up on the next hour, so let's anticipate that drop. Let's take a look at what we're going down to. This, which was 20. Okay, so to get to 20, I'm going to need... I don't know that I want to go below 15 there. So this is where we're going to add in bypass. Let's make sure SMSI is good, and let's do... What did we have it at before? Wasn't it like 30 or 35? Let's go straight to 35 and see how we do. Temperature's doing well here. I do want to do an experiment with that. For my captains and my hoplite, actually probably just my captains, as a special video, I'm going to test repairing this pump while the reactor's running. See how long it takes this to heat up and actually cause issues. So if you're a captain level member... Oh, we went too far. Oh no, because we're aiming for 20. If you're a captain level member, you will get that video. It won't be made public. It'll be just for captains. I have a few, like my sneak peek videos, I do just for captains now. Kind of as a thank you for those who are helping me achieve my goal. Trying to get that hardware upgrade on the computer. So our steam outlet is almost 70. But our flow return flow, excuse me, is 50. That means our level is going to drop. Well, it also means that the number in the middle is going to be high, which is really why it's dropping. But notice that this goes up. With no bypass, this number should be 10 times what that is. If it's less, we don't have enough heat, but it should never go more continuously. I keep having to add on little caveats, but for the most part, this should be 10 times that. Opening bypass allows more steam out, which is why it goes above, and you have to actually compensate with more flow speed if you want to maintain your reactor fuel level. I'm okay with it going down, which is why I don't care. Oh, we got all the way down to 22. Look at us go. Oh yeah, so this is actually kind of climbing, so we're going to add back in some more rods. No, we're not. No, because I wanted 310, didn't I? Yeah, so that'd be good. This is... we can do a little bit more bypass. We just got to watch the torque. Don't let this get below 2. Once it gets to 2, the turbine will stall. And that is bad news bears. We'll go 40. And the turbine makes a sound when it starts up. It does not make one when it shuts down, which I think is a bummer. I wish it made it sound so you could recognize it audibly. Okay, so we're about spot on. So there we go. We'll go down even further in our next service compliance. I'll probably do that with bypass. That doesn't look like a big drop. And it'll get out. This might require less heat because, again, I don't want to take away too much bypass, but this should be able to get down all the way to 10 megawatts before we hit that 2 mark. But just keep an eye on it. Just watch out. Watch out. So I think we're going to call it there. So this was just boring, meeting demand. And I guess this is actually good because then in the next episode, hopefully we'll get that delivery once the rain clears up. And we can start with the rain, go away. Come again another day. Then we can start with priming it and getting it ready to start up, and maybe that'll be the next episode. So this has just been meeting demand. Sorry it's boring. Hopefully you got to see how I do it. Let me know if you have different methods, because really, conceptually, there's only one way. It's less steam, or either by volume or pressure, to the turbine. That's just the mechanics of it. There's different ways to go about that. You reduce heat, right? Either the core level, the temperature level, or how much is being sent on the what I call the conveyor belt down there, right? Or you add more cooling, right? You cool off, you counteract the heat that's coming in, which is kind of an interesting concept. Or you reduce the steam that's reaching the turbine through bypass, through lower MSCV, through some method. And yeah, all the while trying to maintain the balance of the core temperature. But this is why I love chemicals, because it's going to just sit here and I don't have to touch it for a long time. This 14 hours in is my sweet spot. This is what I suffer through the first 14 for, is to not have to pull rods nearly as often going forward until I shut down and do it all over again. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. Again, come to my Discord to get notifications. If you have questions, comments, feedback on the videos, so much easier than commenting on YouTube. You know, people always say, oh, leave a comment and do whatever for the algorithm. They just want, I'm not trying to be famous on YouTube. I want to see your comments and respond, and I just miss them because YouTube doesn't notify me of them, whereas Discord does. That's sincerely it. So I don't really care about the likes and subscribes and all that. It's great because it helps people find the game, but I'm not doing it for me. So anyway, come hang out on my Discord. Link in the description below. Next video, we will be adding a second loop. Should be an interesting time. You already know it's going to go off the rails. So you're going to pay for the whole seat and only need the edge. Come by. It'll be a good time. Hope they'll have it out in a few days after this one. But for now, I am Leonidas. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you again soon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks now. Bye-bye.